Hey, you gotta do this regardless of what who loses.
The other tribe probably thinks you no longer love them.
We'll see. Tony, we good?
You're good.
All right. Welcome everybody to the Spellbound Survivor Land of Oz Tribal Council. As everyone was being admitted into the Zoom, Cam said it's lovely, all these lovely, beautiful faces, lovely as usual, and we would know it's the usual thing because usually you guys end up losing the challenge and ending up at Tribal Council. Um, let's talk about last Tribal. Let's talk about right now, the present. Let's talk about the past for a little bit. Jeremy, you received votes last time. Are you expecting any more tonight?
Um, Potentially, yeah.
Help me.
I may receive votes
Okay,
tonight.
good. Better. You're improving. This is going to be your character arc throughout the season. Get me more response. V, you as well. You also received votes at the last tribal council. How nervous are you about tonight? I know you're away. I know you weren't expecting to be here, but F you know I'm so F you know I'm somewhere else so real. All right, we'll keep that in mind. But Shelly. Let's talk about last tribal council. It was a 3-2 to 2 vote. I even made it a point that Ryan Deem technically receive a majority of the votes. It was a plurality. Are we expecting something similar to that this tribal council, or are we going to get something a little bit different?
I'll fess up to what happened at last tribal. Ryan really pissed me off. I am like literally might even cry talking about it because I am really busy. And I know everybody here is busy, right? But I took time out of my day to wake up early on a weekend day for me to have a one-on-one with Ryan, and he didn't show up. And I threw feelers out there that I was going to vote Ryan, and I had no idea if other people wanted to vote Ryan or if I was going to be the only one to vote Ryan, but that's why Ryan got votes. I'm like happy about it, but like that is what happened.
And it's actually very interesting that you bring that up. Rafi, you're up next. But you know, like Shelly said, everyone's busy. Everyone has their own personal obligations outside of this game that intercede here. On the actual Survivor, all of that's out the window. You have no contact with the outside world. But in here, you somehow have to balance, your work schedule, your relationships, and the other responsibilities outside if you're while also playing this game. So, Rafi, paint a picture. How difficult is it to balance this game with all the other factors outside in life?
I mean, it's pretty difficult. I mean, I know for me, it's definitely a little difficult, especially because I feel like a lot of the time people aren't around when I'm around. Like when I would be free, it doesn't really feel like people would be free. And I'm also like trying to org from work. Like it's just like a lot of like, you know, when you're playing this game as an adult, it's just very like you really gotta spend every ounce of your free time doing it. Like anytime you're free, you're orging, and so it's tough. I mean, some people can do it, some people can't, and I guess I'm a loser who can.
And the key word that I think is really important to this is timing. Timing fundamentally is important in Survivor, but like if you only got 3 hours of free time and someone's free time overlaps with that, then you're likely going to spend most of your time talking to that person. So, Drafts, next question goes to you. How important is timing in this game for any number of reasons?
It really is one of the more important things because time is the time you're spending with trying to get to know your tribe mates, your possible alliances, your people who you're more or less going to be stuck talking to for a while. And then you also have to worry about the timing of certain moves. Like, is this the right time to make this move? Is it the wrong time to make this move? Could this move be done at a different time and be even more successful? So
That was
time really is like almost like the 18th, not 20th or 19th, or however many people we started out this game with, player that we just can never vote out.
I like that. Honestly, that's the perfect answer because this perfectly segues into my next question to Scott. Because it's timing is paramount. You know, you never know what's going to be coming right after this. Like you guys, Caitlyn was not voted off knowing, oh, there's the tornado's gonna hit and this crazy twist that's gonna allow us all to mingle with the opposite tribe. You know, you never know. Timing is key here. But let's talk about the future. We talked about the past. Let's talk about the future. What do you think is in the future for this game? Has there been any speculation on that?
I don't fucking know. Can I curse on here? Oops, I don't know. But I don't know. I I feel like I am honestly convinced at this point that I have no idea how the game of Survivor works at this point, because you threw tornadoes at us, you threw an early ass swap at us, and for all we know, you could be throwing something else at us. So honestly, I don't know what's coming up, but I'm just flying by the seat of my pants at this point.
Surprise, we're voting Jacob out.
Oh, I mean, hey, I'm down with that.
See, you know, if Hispanic Heritage
I
Month
think we
didn't
should vote
end,
for time.
I over time. All right. Well, we're going to circle back to Jeremy. The reason why I'm asking this is because, you know, the numbers are starting to dwindle down. And this is this cute word, 5 letters long, that starts with M that a lot of people may be speculating is coming soon. Has there been any speculation on something like that coming up, Jeremy?
I mean, I look at the schedule. I'm not sure if we've lost days since the schedule's been posted, though, so I'm not sure if that's even any good to look at. So, I mean, you would have to assume it's either next or at 11. I wouldn't think you'd go later, but I also have not looked at the history of this game to see what you've done in the past, so I couldn't tell you.
All right. Well, V, I know you're somewhere else. How's dinner? That's because I know you can't likely speak, but you can type, I think. And while V explains in elaborate detail exactly what she's eating at dinner, my next question goes to Shelly. You know, are we operating under the notion? Because to answer Jeremy's question, we haven't lost any days. We're on schedule, so everything that is there is still accurate. Are we operating under the notion that merge is next round, is coming very imminent, or are you just focusing on just getting day by day?
I day by day, like I legitimately don't even know what you mean when you say we. I know what I think. I and speculation has run rampant in my own head. Um, there have been so many twists and turns and whatever that I feel like anything could happen. I mean, we could merge soon, we could have another one world, we could have a swap and then a merge. I just it's too time consuming to do too much speculation because that just like ruins the ability to take it a day at a time. It's just like all I can do is what is in my control right now, and what is ever in your control at any given time in this game is usually like basically nothing. So I'm just rolling with the punches, man.
I bet. Okay, so we talked about the future. What may or may not be coming in the next couple rounds. We talked about the past. This last tribal council. Let's focus on the present. This round, the challenge. Usually, I open with this. You know, let me do something a little bit different, a little spicy here. As much as I'd like to ridicule you guys for visiting me yet again, it wasn't a complete sweep, Rafi. You technically won your round, so to speak. Do you feel like that gives you immunity in a way? Like, hey, I did my part. Do you feel like that absolves you or no?
No, I mean side puzzles. Not. I feel like side puzzles naturally lend themselves to just being like faster to do. You know, it really just comes down to like minutes in a side puzzle. So I don't really feel like that immunizes me in a way. It's not like I did like fantastic in the challenge. I mean, I couldn't even like I calculated we needed to get like more than like an hour and 30 minutes faster just to beat them. And it'd be like what am I gonna do with my little side puzzle if Jared like only had to like was like a minute behind me. So I don't really feel like it immunizes me. I just feel like it is what it is for the challenge. It is what it is, and we just gotta move on.
Move on. So next question goes to giraffes. Again, let's focus on present. Let's not even think about anything going on. We're on this tribe. Let's keep thinking about this. What's more important at this rate? Is trust more important or is challenge performance more important?
At this moment, I would have to say trust. Because at the end of the day, the challenges are going to fall where the challenges are going to fall. Whether we win or lose, it's going to depend on our own skills. But the trust is the one thing we have the direct ability to constantly control. We can constantly control who it is we're wanting to trust, when we're wanting to trust them, and all that good shit. Um, so yeah.
All right, but last question goes to Scott. And the order was randomized. So whomever answered that question first, randomized, and then the second person would have to argue for that other thing. Tell me how challenge performance is important.
I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't like your questions, Jacob. Can I just say, I really don't. I mean, honestly, I mean, I guess it's important. Some could say it's important a little because it's like winning challenges is what keeps you safe. But also, I mean, sometimes challenges are super hard. And I think this was one that was super fucking hard. Like, I'm still dreaming of like the words Yellow Brick Road as one word and Lollipop Guild as one word. Like, I'm having nightmares. So, like, yes, sometimes some could say that challenge performance does count, but sometimes there's just really fucking hard challenges.
Yeah, like a
Like,
300-piece
yeah,
puzzle with rotate on.
yeah, I was about to say that's a little cruel. Like,
Hey, don't look at me. I didn't make the puzzles, but no, that's again another answer I've been looking for. I've been really satisfied by these answers at Tribal Council today because I agree with all of you. Like these challenges are there's a factor of luck that comes with challenges. You do not know what challenge comes your way that plays into your skill set. There hasn't been an endurance challenge yet. So if someone who's super fit thinks that they can like sit on a wall doing like a squat position for like 20 hours, maybe they're going to be super lucky, and that's going to be the next challenge that plays into their strengths. Like there's no right or wrong answer as to what constitutes for trust. You could trust them to do well in challenges. We also trust that their word is their bond. They're not going to vote me off. Their word means something. And also at the same time, there's a wide level of variance that comes with challenge strength and what is good at challenges and what is bad. And if there is that 5-letter word that starts with M coming soon, you may not have to worry about together, this group, how good of challenges we are as a group versus that other group. It may just have to focus on yourself individually. But we'll see after tonight's tribal council if there is something of that sort, or you guys are going to be staying here at Tamata. With that being said, that concludes the formal questionnaire of tribal council. Um, Everyone is in attendance. Hooray! I think this is the first tribal council we've been able to achieve this. Um, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you think you're going home. It's over. We got a hand. It's been a while since I've seen hands. I'm just flattered to see you. At this point, right? I appreciate the honesty. Raise your hand if you're nervous for any reason. Just super nervous tonight. I was about to say, I don't see a hand from Shell. I was like, you sure? Just a second. Why aren't you nervous? I want all of you to be nervous. Rafi's away, but let's say both him and V also raise their hands. That's a game of Survivor for you, right? Well, that concludes everything. Please cast your votes. If you haven't cast your votes yet, switch your votes if you'd like to switch your votes. Confirm if you already have sent in a pre-vote just to make sure that we know for sure that is the vote that you are casting. I'll come back with the tallying of the votes. Shout out people. The VL sees this. Go do those things.
I am confirming my vote, and shout out to my boys in the crib.
I'd like to shout out to Giraffe's little octopus friend because it's very soothing watching it spin
It is.
forth. I wish I was holding a dog right now. I'm jealous.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Especially a little pug.
Yeah, Libby.
Shout out to the Jaguars for crushing the Patriots so hard by the third quarter that I could just go back to bed.
Shout out to the Patriots sucking.
Hmm?
I need to stop having Chipotle before tribal council. It's not good for my digestive system, especially not when I'm nervous.
Speaking of
Right.
Chipotle, I have the
Shit.
votes.
Oh
But
God.
first, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage they would like to play, now is the time to do so. All right. The window's been closed. Once I read the votes, the person voted off just has a few moments to gather his, her, or their belongings and get the hell off my island. First vote, V. Jeremy. That's one vote V, one vote Jeremy. V. That's two votes V, one vote Jeremy. V. That's three votes V, one vote Jeremy. Fifth person voted off. I lied. Sixth person vote off. A Spellbound Survivor Land of Oz. V. That is four tonight. That is enough. Since you are in attendance, I know you're busy and you're out and about. If you have any final words, by all means, the floor is yours. Unfortunately, I cannot at this time change your vote to yourself, or nor can I even imply whether or not your vote was for anyone not for you, because that would be compromising the integrity of the game, V. But again, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, V will continue. Well, I appreciate the honesty. But V, thank you so much for choosing to play Spellbound Survivor. Um, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening here. I appreciate you still being able to attend despite prior concerns of not being able to attend. With that being said, the tribe has spoken. And again, thank you for playing. For now, you must depart. Unless you have more to say, which I can't take this moment away from you. We love you too, V. All right. Well, unlike last tribal council, there was some disarray. There was some differences of opinions. But here, you all came together to vote V off. Debatably 5-1, debatably 6-0. If I was nicer, I would have let her change her vote. But let's see you five come together and hopefully win this next challenge. The rules will be coming up in eventually in